Hey everybody, Adam Phillips here for Dynamite Entertainment, and I'm talking today with Jimmy Palmiotti, the co-writer on the Invincible Red Sonja. The series is
Yes.
coming to a conclusion. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good, good. So before we get into it, just a reminder to anyone who's watching this, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't done that already, so you don't miss any videos on the Dynamite YouTube page. Yeah, so we're coming up to the conclusion of this issue. It's on sale August 7th, September 7th. I lost a month there for a minute. And
It's okay.
yeah, this is the conclusion to the big saga that you've been doing, co-writing with your partner, Amanda Connor, art by the great Moritat. And what do we need to know going into the final issue? Let's start with.
Well, so it's the last issue, right? Of one of 10 issues. So if you haven't read any of the ones before it, you might get a little lost. But for those that have, it's gonna wrap up all the storylines. I mean, look, I will say, pick this issue up, but I will guarantee you in the future there'll be a trade with all 10 issues
Sure,
coming out. So
of course.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But you want to get this one just for the cover alone. Amanda did a beautiful cover. She did what we call the wrap up cover. When she finishes a series she's working on, she always does the single character with the background of all the events in the past issues, and she did it with Starfire and Harley Quinn and so many books, and of course now with Sonja. So
Mhm.
Amanda has this tradition cover she does. She just created this thing. But this is the last issue. Moritat did the artwork, and Sal Monaco did the coloring with Moritat. They actually both colored it, but
Oh, cool.
Moritat needed a little help there. And then,
Uh-huh.
of course, we usually have the beautiful letters by Dave Sharp, who's we used Dave on Harley Quinn back then, so I love Dave's work.
Oh, cool.
But this issue, we wrap up. What's been happening is Sonja's sort of has to look after this Princess Zaria. Sonja's finishing up her gig. She promised that she'd get her home, back to her kingdom alive. The problem is when they get there, the kingdom's on fire. Her father is not in great shape. I don't want to give it away. And her mom's been kidnapped. So they come back to chaos. And once again, Sonja is just right in the middle of everything. And Sonja has that sort of thing where she's like, all right, I committed to this thing. I'm going to see it through. And that's what we love about her, is that she's, if anything, she definitely has her rules of engagement. And then this one, we have we figured it's the last issue. We're gonna have everything in the kitchen sink in it. So we have a battle, we have a one-on-one battle. I don't want to give away too much, but Sonja's got to get back the kingdom for the princess. The princess
Right.
has to deal with the fact that she's supposed to be married. Sonja's made an offer, and then she does some stuff that's very Sonja-like.
Yeah.
Again, we kind of wrote this in a this is a this is our 10th issue, and I want to say it's our 10th love letter to the original Red Sonja books we read when we were kids,
Yeah.
by Roy Thomas. And we're doing our best Roy Thomas imitation as we can, with it's a little more risque than usual, because Moritat tends to take everything in that
Mhm.
very sexy place with her, and we okay that, we're good with that.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
it's definitely, it's definitely a lot of story, this issue. It's a lot of wrap up. We're really proud of it, and again, from cover to cover, it's just one of the most fun issues, I think,
It really
because
is.
again, we're seeing, our whole goal when we went in to the Invincible Sonja was that, who is Red Sonja? Why do we like her as comic fans? Besides running around half naked with armor, or what I like to call a handful of quarters, as an outfit.
Yeah.
What is it about we like this? Well, the Invincible title, obviously, if you read the series, has to do with, she does get some powers where she can't get killed. But once those are away, it doesn't take away that title that she's invincible, because she's pretty much a badass all the way
Yes.
through, and probably one of the most determined characters in comics. She sets a goal on something and she does it. But we wanted to get into the character a little more, who she was, really what she wants out of life. And I think this last issue really focuses on what is it that Sonja's really looking for in her life, because she has the opportunity. She's at that crossroads by the end of the story where she can kind of have a really good life, laid back life, or choose a tougher road, but a more interesting road. And of course, we kind of know where she's going to go.
Yeah.
because this is the tradition of Sonia. We definitely didn't do the settled down and became a wife issue of Sonia, that's for sure. But it's been a lot of fun, and like I said, it's going to be great to see this last issue out, and I look forward to the trade book, because I like I said, I think a lot of times. I love the idea of episodic comics, like every month or every other month you get a book and you read it
Yeah.
every day. But I am a collector. I think my wall, unlike yours behind you, I don't know if that's a real wall behind you or not.
Fake.
It's fake?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because you have like a shark mouth over your shoulder.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I want to hear the story about that.
Well,
but anyway, my
I was
wall
fighting
is
the
all
shark.
yeah, my wall is all trade books, and so I'm one of those guys. But I think this book has everything. I think the series delivered on what we promised. There's a lot of globe trotting. There's a lot of monsters. We made a checklist when we wrote this book. We said, okay, there has to be demons, monsters, magic, volcanoes exploding, kings, mermaids, battles, winged characters. Like we kind of made a checklist, and we wrote a story around the checklist. And for Amanda and I, that was a blast to do. And
Nice.
I'm really excited about people reading issue 10.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate it. So by the time you watch this video at home, the issue will be in stores. Go check it out. You can probably pick up the last few issues and enjoy them as well if you haven't already. It's a lot of fun. And Jimmy, always a pleasure to talk to you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Adam,
So,
it's great to see you, man.
Okay, you too.